When Charlie Met Jesus. Chapter 2. Why Jesus? The deepest thirsts are often discovered by those who have lived with them the longest.
Over the next few days, I couldn't stop thinking about Sheldon. It wasn't his answers that stayed with me, but how he talked about Jesus's. Not as an idea, but as a real person woven into his life. When I finally saw him again, I took the seat across from him. After some small talk, I asked the question that had been nagging me. When you said Jesus satisfied your thirst, what did you mean? Sheldon paused.
Can I answer that with a story? It's about me. When I was your age, I felt exactly the way you described. Restless, thirsty, like something was missing.
You too? For the first time, I saw recognition in him. He understood because he had lived it.
I thought the right job would fix it. Then, more money, more success, more experiences. I kept assuming the next thing would finally satisfy me.
And did it?
For a little while. A promotion felt exciting for a few weeks. A new purchase for a few days. But the feeling always faded, and I ended up right back where I started. Still thirsty.
His words hit closer than I expected. So what changed?
I stopped asking what I needed and started asking why nothing satisfied me. That's when someone challenged me to read one of the Gospels, the accounts of Jesus' life, what he did, what he said. As I read, something unexpected happened.
What?
I began to like Jesus.
I laughed. That's it?
That's where it started.
His eyes brightened.
He was unlike anyone I'd ever encountered. Compassionate without being weak. Strong without being harsh. The more I read, the more I realized Jesus understood the human heart. Our fears, loneliness, pride, guilt, our endless search for meaning. What struck me most was that Jesus never talked as if people just needed better habits or more rules to follow. He spoke as if they needed Him, a personal relationship with Him. Like when He said, "If anyone thirsts, let him come to me and drink."
So, what happened? I asked.
The more I learned about Him, the more convinced I became that He was exactly who He claimed to be.
Which was?
The one I'd been looking for my whole life, without realizing it. Looking back, my deepest problem wasn't a lack of success. My deepest problem was separation from the one who created me. Everything else was a symptom. Jesus didn't just improve my life. He restored me to the relationship my heart had been longing for.
His voice wasn't dramatic, just certain. I stared out the window, thinking about the restlessness that had followed me for years. Maybe I wasn't the only one who felt it. And maybe, just maybe, he had actually found what he was looking for. As we stood to leave, Sheldon reached into his bag and pulled out a thin paperback, the Gospel of John. What's this?
One of the 4 accounts of Jesus' life.
So, what am I supposed to do with it?
Read it.
That's it?
That's it.
He slung his bag over his shoulder.
Charlie, you've spent a lot of time wondering whether something is missing. Before our next conversation, spend some time listening to Jesus Himself. Read the first few chapters.
What if I don't understand it?
You won't understand all of it.
He grinned.
I didn't either.
The rain picked up outside. I slipped the booklet into my jacket pocket. I'll read it.
I know.
There was something reassuring about the certainty in his voice. As I walked home, my hand kept drifting to the little book in my pocket. A week earlier, I would have tossed it on a shelf. Now I couldn't wait to open it. For the first time in my life, I was genuinely curious about Jesus. And somewhere beneath all my questions, a quiet hope had begun to grow. Maybe the answer to the thirst I'd carried for so long wasn't a thing at all. Maybe it was a person.
For he satisfies the longing soul and fills the hungry soul with goodness. Psalm 107, verse 9.